She's right in the middle of the 9 athletes as well. They set it up for her. Jenna Prandini, well, she's a great 200-meter runner, has a best of 10.9, the American. Hasn't had a vintage season by her standards. 7th in the London Diamond League before the games, hasn't raced since then. Natasha Morrison of Jamaica, 11-1 this year, but she's a 10.85 athlete. Bas Bitai of Gambia, she goes in lane 3, semi-finalist in the Olympic Games at 200 meters. Then Tamari Davis, 2nd in Lausanne and 2nd in Monaco just before the game. She's a very consistent racer as the 21-year-old American. Best of 10.8. Yeah, and there is Svoboda. How they love her. Silver medalist at the World Indoors in Glasgow back in March behind Julian Alfred. And that wasn't a bad person to lose to, seeing as Alfred went on to become Olympic champion. Marie-Josée Talou Smith of the Côte d'Ivoire. I'm sure she races more than anybody on the whole circuit. A prolific racer. 4th in Lausanne, 11.07. Still in good form, the 35-year-old. Daryl Nater of Great Britain. 4th in the Olympic 100, 5th in the 200. So frustrated with those, although she got a silver from the sprint relay. Tia Clayton, 7th in the Olympic Games. The Jamaican silver medalist. Only a youngster, just 20 years old. And Patricia van der Weken of Luxembourg completes the lineup. She's a late addition, I think, because when I travelled here a couple of days ago, I was chatting to a certain Dina Asher-Smith at the airport as we were waiting for our bags. Dina announced yesterday she was pulling out of this meeting. I'm not sure if she's felt a niggle or if she's just not feeling 100%, but Dina flew here to Poland, but is not competing tonight. So the meeting record, well, it's a rather impressive one. I'm not sure we'll see an extra one added in this race. 10.66 by Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price of Jamaica a couple of years ago. But 3 Olympic finalists go here. And all eyes on Svoboda in lane 5. There she is, real powerhouse. She's a tremendously quick starter. Look for her to probably lead at halfway and then maybe to get run down. Can she stay ahead, though, to send everyone home on a high? With Mondo, of course, 2 more attempts at that world record in the vault to come. Well, a really good start from Tamari Davis, there, 4th from right. Svoboda's got some running to do here yet. I don't think she's going to win this one. Really good running on the near side, too, from Tia Clayton. Tia Clayton takes it there on the near side, I think. Probably the shortest athlete in the race and the youngest at 20. The Jamaican in lane 8, I think, just nicked that. 10.81. Well, it is super fast. That's the 5th fastest time in the world this year. And for Clayton, it is indeed a new lifetime best by a pretty big chunk. 10.83 she's given in.
What's up, viewers? Welcome back to the channel. So this race was back in 2024 for the SELISIA Diamond League, where we had Tia Clayton taking on Talou in this one. Talou would have been the favorite based on her performance throughout the season, but Tia Clayton would have had the faster time coming into this one. However, Tia Clayton's time wasn't consistent. She wasn't running these times every race. She ran 10.8 back at the Jamaican National Trials. Then she did it at the Olympics, but in between that, she did not run those times. So even though she had made the Olympic final, many weren't expecting her to win this one. Basically, we all know she was a work in progress and that she would have had a much bigger season would have been this year, 2025. No one was expecting her to win that race, basically, and she was all the way out in lane 8. And I believe the best thing that you can do for an athlete that has speed and can run fast is put them in lane 8. And we saw where Noah Lyles did it from lane 8. We saw Sha'Carri did it from lane 8. We even saw Wayne Van Niekerk broke the 400-meter world record from lane 8. And in regards to Sha'Carri, I've seen the lane 8 works for her twice. So the advantages with lane 8 is that you have no one to your right. Basically, everyone is to your left. So once you look across, you can see the entire field. But another advantage with lane 8 is that no one is focusing on you. And you don't have to focus on anyone. You can just focus on yourself and focus on running the perfect race or almost perfect race. Focus on getting your technique right, because no one is expecting you to be in the mix. Once you're in lane 8, no one is expecting you to be in the mix. So all you need to do from lane 8 is just focus on yourself, your technique, your speed, and it will pay off. And that's what happened with Tia Clayton in this one. No one was expecting her to win from lane 8, but all she did, she focused on her own race. She was basically looking down the track, and yeah, she won. She nipped it at the end, and it was a well-deserved victory for her. That basically set the path for her in 2025, where we're seeing her dominated races. The last 100-meter that she ran was at the Doha Diamond League, where she defeated Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. Yes, Tia Clayton defeated Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, running a time of 9.92 seconds, and she currently holds the world leading time in the women 100 meters. So ironic. Just a couple years back, she was in high school running champs. I didn't think they completed their last year of high school, the Twin Turbos. And we're seeing her sister. She was injured last year, but we're seeing her coming in back to form. She also finished second in that 100 meters, ahead of Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce in Doha as well. So we're seeing the Twin Turbos basically taking over women track and field. But Tia Clayton, the headliner, when they were in high school, her sister Tina dominated. She was finishing second each time. Now the role has flipped, basically. The tables turned, and we're seeing Tia winning and Tina finishing behind her. So yeah, just tremendous performances from her, from last year running her PB to this year continuing on that path. And her coach Steve Francis did make it clear that, hey, they're coming. We have superstars here, and that's part of the reason why they did not accept back Elaine into MVP either, because Stephen Francis is saying, hey, we have superstar here as young as 19 years old, and they're ready. And we basically have too much on our hands to be dealing with Elaine and her injuries at the moment. So that's why MVP did not accept back Elaine, and they can focus on their young talent, which is the Twin Turbos, Tina and Tia, or Tia and Tina. But yeah, great performance all around in this one. Hope y'all enjoyed this throwback from Tia Clayton winning the SELISIA Diamond League back in 2024. Before y'all go, I would greatly appreciate if you guys smash the like button and the subscribe button. That way y'all don't miss out on any of the races in track and field.